Hi, this is Earth Angel Ascension. This video is going to be the war on energy. That's the title of this video. I want to just start off by saying I've made a lot of previous videos, about like gang stalking and, the tactics and the New World Order and the Satanic Hive Mind. But basically, I want to just discuss why, another reason why we're targeted. If you came into this existence with like an extremely high vibration, meaning that, your full life, you have this spirit that's like unquenchable, like unstoppable, basically, like failure is not an option. You lift others up. You just wake up and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to start the day. Well, then there's a good possibility you're going to be targeted since birth, because this consciousness is based on negative energy. If you watch the news or TV, what sells? They don't have videos of or TV shows about people and roses, and they're not broadcast. They're broadcasting stuff that feeds this system, like things that would be, like I said, negative in nature, because negativity is what sells. So the war basically on you has been since birth, because you represent the other side. You represent the positive, on any sides of a coin, so you have the positive end and the negative end. Well, unfortunately, when we live in this realm is based on the negative end, because it was hijacked, like I told that girl Olivia on a Uber ride, it's hacked. So what is seen as good and congratulated here is actually the opposite, so people love drama, they love negativity, it feeds them, and if you came here as a light worker, empath, starseed, you're the opposite. You hate drama, you hate negativity, you hate anger, you don't like the negative emotions because they drain you, because you're of the light, and it doesn't mean that the negative emotions are bad or evil per se. Like anger can be very good emotion, because anger can make you set boundaries with people that are abusing you. So, fear can keep you alive in a situation, but fear taken to the other end can immobilize you. So, everything has a plus end and a minus end, but the war here is for your frequency. You wake up, you feel peaceful. I just started making a video on my Altima. I officially hit over 300,000 miles this weekend while driving Uber, and it's still running remarkable. Well, the whole time I was making the video, every single 2 seconds a car was getting behind me, high beaming me, up and down with their lights. And I'm like, oh my God, and somebody says, oh, they're paid by the government to do that. I said, no, they're not. It's this system working through them. It's, these demons just jumping vessels. That's all it is. Hive mind. And, it's to lower that positive love frequency, because when we go out and we're shining bright, we're feeling positive and powerful, we're a threat to the order here. We start shifting things, and they don't want it to shift because they need it to be this low vibration so this system can exist. Because when this matrix shifts, it starves them of energy. And their control over that area, or that wherever you're going, is shifted. They have no control over that. So they want to make sure you stay in that low frequency state. So some hints of advice, like I said, spend time with Father, stay sin free, because every sin that you participate in gives them consent. So you have to think of sin like, okay, say you had $1,000. And, you go do, I don't know, something that you shouldn't be doing. Maybe it's you're smoking marijuana or getting high, because I'm going to say why that's a sin. It's a sin because you're giving these demons to control permission to control your mind while you're high, or while you're stoned, or while you're drunk. So that's a consent. Masturbation is another consent, because while you're enjoying this moment of pleasure, guess who's getting permission to use your spirit at that time? These demons, and you don't want them in your spirit. I'm getting off topic, but the way to protect your energy is to try to stay in alignment at all times, and try to stay in obedience at all times. You're always gonna be tempted. but temptation is not a sin. So, but you can always, Jesus said, your greatest weakness is my greatest strength. So you have to call on him. When that happens, you get on your knees and say, Father, you said, when I'm weak, you're strong. So please do this for me. Change my mind, change my heart. And then I'm going to give you some advice what to do. Go, if you see somebody like struggling out there, maybe it's a homeless person, just go give them $5, whatever, and then change your heart, because your heart condition, the flesh desires like these worldly things, like it wants to be satisfied. So do something with the spirit during that time of temptation to counteract some of this. And also this way, it also protects your energy. It puts like a shield around you, because you're staying in that alignment of love. But anyways, I officially hit over 300,000 miles on my Altima this weekend. And like this car cannot be put into words how much I love it, I have another Maxima, beautiful car, but it doesn't have the love, I don't love it nowhere near as much as this car. And I should, and I don't hate it. I do love it, and I always would, take a bullet for it. But this car is my girl, man. It's just everything, And it's just a wonderful, amazing car. And like I said, I hit over 300,000 miles on it this weekend. And there's something else that needs to be added. I actually hit a deer carcass that was on the highway. I was probably going, I want to say I was doing 75. It's 65, but I try to stay 5 or 10 miles per hour over because in this area, the state police said you're always safe to do 10 miles per hour over. They don't pull anybody over unless they're doing 15 miles per hour over. So, but anyways, long story short, I hit a deer carcass. I didn't hit the antlers. I hit the body of it. And when it hit, whatever, it must have been the ribs. Oh my God, it sounded like this underneath of this car was destroyed. But by the grace of God, 2 days later, this was Friday night, this is now Sunday night, this car is still running the same exact way. This I've said in previous videos, and everybody that's ever driven it, like people that's worked on it, said this car has its own spirit. It makes no sense. But anyways, when Father gives you something, it's, when I started doing Uber, it was like I prayed before this because I couldn't do it with my other car. I wasn't going to ruin it. And this car was sent to me like the next day after praying about it. And I knew from the moment I drove it, I was meant to buy it, and I knew when I bought it, like I would have like no money in my bank account left because I just bought a brand new car and I just, made this purchase on this car, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be broke. I'm taking a big chance. I'm out of work. I want to do Uber, Father. Will I have enough to, pay my car loan and pay my rent and maintain this car? And Father's grace is always on us. So he provided. And I was meant to do this because I think also like when we do like a job where we're in alignment with our gift, and me being an empath, I love to help others. I love to lift others up. I like to talk to others. We're always going to get rewarded for using our gift. So, but anyways, this car's got 300,000 miles. It was the greatest gift that the Lord gave me, besides my other car when I bought it, which I cried for like a month because I never had anything nice. And I still buy my clothes at Walmart, and I'm not materialistic. But when I drive around in this car, it's not about a materialistic thing. It's because, like I said, I could buy something much nicer, and I have something much nicer. But the value I have of this car and the love I have, no car could ever replace. Somebody said, would you take a bullet? If they said it's either you or the car, I'd say, kill me immediately. Leave my girl alone. She deserves to live. And that's the truthful statement. That's how you know you love something. That's another reason we're targeted too, because very few people have a love like that as intense as ours. They love, but it's kind of surface deep. Next week they're on to somebody else or onto something else, looking to buy something new. We're targeted because we have this beautiful gift. We have joy, we have power. And these ruling administrators here, these fallen angels, don't want that here because it's a threat to the order here. Because they feel if other people learned to be like that or became like that, then this negativity would no longer exist and they would be starved. They would have no fuel here. So that's what the war on energy is here. It's this vortex we live in, and it's unfortunate that they run this realm. Someday it won't be like this. Someday it will be back to the way it was, where there is no negativity, there is no, lack here, there is no people fighting here, and the silencing here, and it would be all truth. And at that point, these things, it won't be fake anymore either. Like, everything you see nowadays is just freaking fake, man, and I'm so tired of it, and it's unfortunate they've taken over. This system, in the 80s and 90s was nowhere near like as advanced. The advancements of this system has made this possible. Like, the constant surveillance makes it possible. Everybody is watched and monitored, which makes it easy to target somebody, But ultimately behind this whole program are these fallen angels that, see your peace and love as a threat here. Because, like I said, what sells here? Negativity. Peace and love are the opposite side of the coin. So, this girl says, oh, you're manipulating energy by being loving. I said, I'm not manipulating anything. I'm being my own person. If others don't want to be around that, that's okay. When people, on the other dark side of the spectrum, they do manipulate, because here's the thing, when they meet you, they don't show you who they really are, or they give you bits to like hook you in. So that is manipulation. When I meet somebody, I am this person I am every single day from day one. So there's no manipulation there. I don't agree with her. Like, she has a right to her opinion. I respect that 100%. She said, being a light worker, you're also manipulating energy. I said, how? If you're being straightforward right from the start, somebody has a choice. But these dark energies are not straightforward right from the start, because if they were, no one would jump aboard. If you knew somebody was just going to abuse you right from day one, you would just not even go there. You'd be like, if you knew you were going to a bank and you put $50 in, as soon as you went to withdraw it, there'd be nothing in your account. You wouldn't even use that bank. So I disagree with her 1,000,000%. This is a war on energy here, a conscious war on frequency here. It's a Satan's matrix prison planet for those of high vibration. And somebody said, well, why don't these other people that say they ascended, why aren't they getting attacked? I said, well, they're on the wrong side of the fence. Again, if you're working, if you're a usable vessel for these demons, you're never going to be attacked, because in some way they still have consent to this, programming, because if you truly are walking an angel on this earth, you're going to be attacked. Do not allow these people to say, oh, I ascended spiritually, I no longer get attacked. That's nonsense, because that would defy any logical explanation of how you would grow. You know what I mean? There is no growth if you're not attacked. So what I'm basically saying by that, if you went to the gym and there was no challenge anymore, you wouldn't be going to the gym anymore. And that wouldn't be theoretically possible, because there's no such thing as that. Like, there is no way to hit like a point of like perfection here. You know what I mean? So I don't buy into that. Like, once you ascend, you're not going to deal with any pain anymore. As long as you're on the face of this earth and you're walking as Father's child, you're going to continually be challenged here. And if you're not, you're on the wrong side of the fence. That's what they should be really writing in their videos, is that they switch sides. They have some allegiance. Because if you're on the other side, they don't have a reason to attack you. That's what you have to know. So don't carry crystals. Don't, do magic spells and say you're spiritually ascended, because the reason why you're not getting attacked is you're working with the enemy. And he sees you as one of his, so he doesn't have a reason to attack you. His demons are still using you. But if his demons don't have access to you anymore, which is the real truth, then you will be attacked. So I'm here to shed light on these videos of the spiritual ascension of you're no longer going to get attacked. So the day you pass through this realm, you're going to be challenged and you're going to be attacked if you're on the right side. The only time that stuff stops is if you made some sort of consent with the devil, you sold your soul for this matrix here. So anyways, a quick video. Like I said, this car officially has 300,000 miles, and it's an amazing car. But anyways, I love you. Till next time, don't give up the fight. If these things are coming against you, just know you're doing something right. People don't attack things they're not afraid of. They only attack things that are, seen as a threat. Till next time, I love you. Keep your positive vibration going. Stay in alignment. Stay in obedience, as much as possible. And if you do mess up and sin, get on your face and say, Father, oh my God, I love you. Please don't, take your grace off my life, because I mess up, and I do mess up because, we're in a flesh suit, I'm not married, and, I don't go sleeping with narcissists anymore. So I mess up. I haven't met my spiritual match here, where somebody that kind of understands what's going on here. And if I do, I will be married, and then I won't be messing up. But until then, and it's a battle, and I'm not perfect, but my heart condition is perfect. I truly want to be with the Lord, and I want to truly follow all his rules at all times. Until next time, don't give up. You're going to mess up. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Forgive these things when they do these things, because as much as you want to be mad at them, they're just usable vessels. But, set boundaries. If something's bad right from the start, they're an agent. Stay away. Test the fruits. And like I said in previous videos, how you test the fruits is you allow somebody to contribute in relationships. And if they don't, you walk away immediately. Because as long as you allow people to disvalue you or lower your value or lower your self-esteem, that's what you're going to continue to attract. Because, again, you're showing the universe that's what's acceptable to me. And it will continue to give you those types of people. And if you can't find those types of people that can reciprocate, put that love that you have as an empath into like a hobby for me, or a thing like, I don't know, maybe you put that love into a plant. Maybe you put that love into your animal. Maybe you put that love into your car like I do, and it will give you back, because, that's how this matrix works. Whatever we put our energy to is what we feed. So feed your energy to something worthwhile. And like I said, maybe find a hobby, go out and run, go lift weights, go paint. Go read a book. These are all ways that you can use that creative, powerful energy we're born with. Speak, that's another one. Be a public speaker. That's my goal. But don't give up and don't shift sides. You're doing something right. And like I said, the reason you're attacked is because you're a threat to the consciousness. Until next time, I love you. Be 100%. Don't be 50. Don't choose to fit in. Choose to stand out. I love you. Till next time. God bless you.